Hi Argyriosk, this is Haas. We're making a narrated slow motion analysis of your essential strokes. Remember, there's no right or wrong way to play tennis, but it's certainly efficient versus inefficient. Argyriosk, I want you to be brilliant with basics, because with good basics, you're going to be able to build your game to the next level. Let's have a look at your forehand versus Djokovic's forehand. Argyriosk, the first point is your backswing. You need to shorten your backswing by getting the elbow off the body. Argyriosk, you can see Djokovic's backswing. His racket doesn't go past his shoulder. And that's what you need to be doing too. Argyriosk, you can see it right here. Your racket went past your shoulders. And have a look at Djokovic's backswing. It went a little bit further back, but not as much as your backswing. Your racket went a little bit too far back. So you need to shorten your backswing, raise the elbow, keep it to the side of you. Have a look at my backswing. That's what I want you to be doing. Alright, let's move on to your contact point or impact point. Remember, Argyriosk, the swing goes inside out, and the swing also goes from high, low to high. Your swing goes inside in. You can see your left elbow is really close to the body. That's too far back. You need to shorten the backswing. Look at your elbow is very near to your body. You can see Djokovic right here, the racket and the arm is extending out, reaching out towards the ball. And look at how your finish is too low and too wristy. Let's finish up high, where you finish your swing from the shoulder. Argyriosk, I recommend that in order to fix your problem with your follow-through finish using your wrist, I strongly recommend you to consider this look when you finish your swing. This is a great example of you releasing your swing from the shoulder. Once you have improved your finish up high, then you can alter your swing according to your suitability. Let's have a look at my forehand. Keep your swing simple. Make sure first of all, make the turn, leave the racket alone, keep the racket up high, and finish up that position. Again, racket up high, let the racket free fall below the ball and lift in that position. Alright, let's have a view of Novak Djokovic's forehand in slow motion. See if we can learn something about his forehand and make our forehand better. Alright, Argyriosk, let's have a look at your backhand. Obviously, you did a lot of things well on your backhand. You stay sideways, you have your racket face closed. You begin to step forward with your right foot. Synchronize your step and swing together. And you finish up in that position. Remember, push your elbow off your body. Make the shoulder turn. Good how you have your racket up high. Now let the racket free fall way below the ball and get underneath the ball and lift. Remember, you have your string goes out towards the target as long as possible. Remember, you want your balance and recovery face. Try to stand straight, not leaning back in that position. If possible, you want to lean forward. Alright, let's have a look at the back view of your backhand ground strokes, two-handed. Make the turn. Now let the racket fall way below the ball. Make a circular swing. Get below the ball and lift up. Remember now the tip of the racket is pointing to your right. Remember, try to maintain that tip of the racket pointing to the left. That means you're not breaking your wrist in that position. Remember, the ground stroke is a lifting motion, yeah? So you want to bend your knees slightly prior to hitting the ball, before you're hitting the ball. But as you make contact, your knees begin to straighten out. And it's a lifting motion. Let's have a look at my backhand, followed by Djokovic's backhand. I'll put mine first because mine is much more beautiful than Djokovic's. I'm just kidding. Let's see what we can learn from this swing. Alright, let's move on to your forehand volley. Remember the elbow off the body. What you want to do is to have your elbow bent at the start of the swing. When you finish, you want to have your elbow bent as well. You can see it here, your elbow is straightened and your racket went down and across your body. And that's what we don't want to do. Alright, what I want you to do is to start off with elbow bent. When you finish, your elbow stays bent. You finish up high. Have your racket head stay close to your head at the finish. Alright, here's a drill that I want you to do. It's going to help you volley big time. Remember, your racket went down, but this drill is going to help your racket stays up in that position. Watch again. He's going to step and swing, but more importantly is the finish that he's going to focus on. He's going to finish up in this position right there. This is another great example of player moving through the volley and keeping the racket up high. I want you to exaggerate the finish so that your finish on the volley looks something like this. And that's going to improve your volley great deal, and you're going to make less unforced error in the volley. Alright, let's have a look at your double-handed backhand volley. Compared to your forehand volley, your backhand volley is much better. In terms of not letting the racket drop down and across, you glide the racket forward and keep the racket up in that position. Higher position, much better volley. What I would add with your volleys, if possible, try your best using your right foot step forward. In other words, synchronize your step and swing together. See it right there, you're in open stance. You need to use your right foot better to step forward. Let's have a look at my backhand double-handed volley, although I hit with one-handed, but to give you some ideas about things that you want to consider. You can see here my ready position is centered, and I synchronize my step and swing together, and I keep my racket head up. Again, I want to be moving through the volleys. Remember, you don't stop through your volleys. Keep moving forward. You're going to make the turn, step and swing. Keep the racket up in that position. Alright, let's have a look at your smash. In the initial turn, I want you to start preparing yourself in this position right here. Remember, by doing this, it's going to help you stay sideways. It's going to help you relax with your right arm. And more importantly, the proper use of coil and uncoil the body. As you can see right here, you have the palm up effect, or what I prefer to call it as a pizza position right here. It looks like you are facing the net prior to the hit. You want to stay sideways. At the impact point, you are facing at the net post to your right prior to make the hit. See right here, you completely facing the net, and that could cause you to hit errors into the net. Let's review some basic smash. Remember, the palm now is facing down. You're going to have as if your racket's going to comb your hair. And then from here, you're going to let the racket go behind you in that position. You're going to let the racket drop down. You're going to feel like talking to the telephone. You're going to increase upward angle, and from there on, from palm in, it's going to turn out to palm out. And you're going to finish in that position. Alright, let's move on to your serve. I think your serve, you did a lot of things well. But what I like to see from you is that you would hit no more than 3 double faults in a match. That means we have to improve your second serve, the quality of your second serve in terms of consistency and also the speed of the serve. What I really like you to improve is that when you're going to have more like a throwing motion type of serve. When you take the racket down and up, I want you, and now the racket should not be in that position. We're going to improve that, and it's going to be in the list of your long-term goal. Let's look at one of the drills that you can do to help improve your second serve, especially kick or topspin serve. I want you to get down on the knees in that position. When you finish, I want you to finish in that position. That's going to develop right feel of hitting a kick serve. Notice at the end of the swing, you want to bend your elbow in that position. Alright, you want to toss the ball slightly behind your head, brush at the back of your head with your swing. Again, you want to finish in that position. At the same time, feel relaxed with your upper body. Let's have a look at again in slow motion the drills that could help your second serve better. We'll go through again each stroke on court when I meet you, and hope this video helps your tennis. Thank you and have a nice day.